Sorry, folks, if you were watching the earlier attempt at this broadcast of What Does the Fox Say, something went a little wrong and I'm not quite sure what, so take two. All right, let's talk a little bit about some of the state legislation that's happening. I want to highlight two different bills that are moving in our House of Representatives at the state level and things that you might want to take action on. The first being our public option bill, and this bill would essentially work to create a public option for health coverage in Colorado that would function statewide. This would help alleviate some affordability issues. It would also provide more competition in the individual market and provide some of those individuals who may only have one insurer or two insurers to choose from right now. It would give them another option to choose from. The most likely case is that this bill, which really looks to leverage state infrastructure to create this public option, it would likely end up being a form of Medicaid coverage, essentially allowing Coloradans who don't qualify based on their income to purchase a plan as if it were private insurance, but it would be run through our Medicaid system. It would probably have a little bit of difference compared to some of the Medicaid programs that are currently available, but it would look very similar. It would tap into the structure that already exists and use it as much and as efficiently as possible. So I think this is one of the more important bills this legislative session because it does start that process to bring a new insurance option to market that would compete with private insurance, and I think hopefully force the insurers to do more to keep costs down and make them compete a little more honestly than they are currently doing. In general, insurance companies have been quite happy to just pass on higher healthcare costs onto consumers and haven't really been doing enough to control costs. So this would change that game. And that bill number, if you're interested, I'll post it in the links as well, but it's House Bill 19-1004, so you can look that up and get a little more information about it. The second bill I wanted to talk about is a hospital transparency measure, and that's House Bill 19-1001. Goodness. And that bill really looks to hold hospitals more accountable for how they're spending our healthcare dollars. That's important because hospitals make up about 40% of all of our healthcare spending in our state. So they are a huge chunk of our healthcare cost equation. And we also know that Colorado hospitals have, in general, higher profits and higher administrative costs than in many other states. So we need to do more to control hospital costs. This bill would really look into the financial situations of how hospitals are spending their dollars, how much care they're providing to uninsured patients versus insured, what other kind of community benefits they're providing, all of those sorts of things to really give policymakers and groups like CCHI a clear picture of how we can better control hospital costs. So that's another important bill. It's already well along in the process. It will be on the floor of the House of Representatives next week, Monday, at this point in time. So it's important to contact your representative soon if you want to weigh in on that bill. It'll have to go through the Senate as well, so that's another ball game to play in if you want to, but now's the time on the hospital transparency bill, especially. The public option bill passed its first committee this week, has to go through another committee before making it to the House floor, so there's a little more time there, but it will also hopefully move fairly quickly as well. And then we'll need more support on the Senate side, where the margin for error for getting these bills across the finish line is a little bit thinner. So I'll post links to all of these bills and an action page on our website for the public option bill. Please contact your representatives if you care about these issues, because that's what makes these bills pass. It's really easy and highly influential to contact your state elected officials. They are citizens like you. Many of them have jobs outside of the legislature, and they want to hear from their constituents. So your voice can have a pretty profound impact. So don't hesitate. Give them a call, shoot them an email, whatever you're comfortable with. And I'll be with you next week.